The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, there's a little bit of a buzz in this market. The buyers are coming out of the woodwork. Why is that? And what is in store the rest of this year in this real estate market? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. I'm attorney Justin Clark. We have saved millions of dollars for people with their student loan debt, but things are changing. Is now the time for you to get rid of your student loan debt as well? Call me now. You have power. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead for you today, but first, the opening statement. Before the opening statement, my commitment to you remains, this is a weird market. If you're thinking about selling your house, the most important thing that you need to do beforehand is know what your house is worth. You cannot trust these websites to tell you what your house is worth. I will send someone to your house and give you an analysis, a real market analysis, snapshot in time of what your house is worth today. All you have to do is call the phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400. Now, without further ado, the opening statement. We are in a weird time for sellers. We have been in the last few years, if you think about it. So 3 years ago, you're selling a house. You didn't really need to spend any money upgrading it at all. There were a line of buyers coming to purchase your house. They were fighting to buy your house. Here, more recently, you've had to be very careful about what upgrades to do to your house to make your house more sellable, because the competition is far greater now for sellers. But where are we now? And what can you do if you're selling your house now to upgrade your house to make it more sellable? Also, I'm hearing some rumblings about this real estate market really getting crazy again, or at least getting better for those of you that are selling your house. We will answer that question by asking real questions. Every week in here on the program, we ask real questions to the trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Kick it off today. I've been to her house, actually, but it's her first time on this set. Monica Pleshek is here with Monica Pleshek Interiors. Welcome to the station. Now, I've been to your house. I've seen what kind of work you've done with the design of your own house. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
But what do you do? What do you do at your company?
I do designs of all kinds of work. According to, whoever comes to me, whoever approaches me with their project. So I'm very flexible with establishing and making sure that I get all of their expectations covered into the design.
Let's say I'm thinking about selling my house right now. What are some real tricks that you can tell someone who is preparing to sell their home to make it more sellable when some buyers out there evaluating their house versus their neighbors? What are some tricks to really make their house more valuable?
It's really important to remember that when you are going to sell a home, that your goal is to please the majority. So you don't want to do something very specific where you're narrowing down to a type of design that maybe one or two people may like. You want to design for somebody, for many, many different types of people and different types of styles. So it's really important to stay away from bold colors, something flashy or too bling or glam. You want to stay very neutral in tones, earthy tones. So there's this new term that's been going around. It's called biophilic design. So
say that again.
Biophilic.
Because I know what it means, but I don't think the people at home do.
Yeah, it's basically it's just where you want to. It's taking design elements from nature, in terms of colors, or even the geometry of like a leaf, or just any geometrical shape or form of any elements in nature, and you're really applying that onto all different layers of design.
How does this initial consultation with you work? Is it a free initial consultation where you can come over,
Yeah.
we can talk through what might work for my home?
Absolutely. So my consults are free for people who are wanting more of an involved type design. If they're wanting like a one-time visit, or just some interior design advice, or just tips and tricks or whatever, that is a paid consultation because it's more of a one-time visit.
Sure.
But if this is something more involved, the consult's free, and I just kind of meet and greet with the client, get a scope of their expectations, and then I get to know what they are wanting to accomplish. Now, if this is something that they're going to be staying in, then I'm wanting to know more about how they're going to be functioning and utilizing the space. If their goal is to sell it, then I'm going to be more focused on kind of like what we were discussing before with keeping things very light and airy, very basic. You want to declutter the space. You don't want to, anytime you have a lot of clutter, it kind of turns people off with seeing how they can see themselves into the space. So less is more, big time, with that kind of thing.
Let's look at the opposite of this. Let's say I just bought a house recently, and my family and I are going to live in this house, as far as I'm concerned, in the next 10 years or so. But it is dated. I want to update my house, but I don't know what to do because I'm not an interior designer. Number one, how does that process work?
Well, you definitely want to, as a designer, I would interview you and get to know what your expectations are with what you're trying to accomplish. Sometimes people, they only want to renovate their kitchen or their bathroom and not anywhere else. And I also get clients that literally gut the whole entire home or condo out, and from the top to bottom, we completely replace everything. So I pinpoint your unique design style, and we just kind of morph it in together. I don't like to really stick with a particular style, like coastal, for an example, or something that's modern. I usually like to combine and morph it into that unique individual that's going to be into this space. To me, I'm searching for your unique lifestyle and your unique style. So that's kind of why I try to stay away from trends, because I end up kind of creating my own thing according to whoever's going to be inhabiting the space.
Yeah, and you'll work with our contractor as well.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I have contractors that I work with. I've known a few of them. I can definitely recommend. Usually my clients, they will be responsible for paying the contractor separately and individually for me. I'm just really just going to work closely with the client on the actual design part of it.
Got it. Keep up the great work. Thanks for coming in today. Great to see you again. For any of your design needs, I'm telling you, Monica is fantastic. I'm sure you've seen some of the pictures that were on the screen. What she does is, her work is memorable. It is absolutely outstanding. Here's what we'll do, a very quick break. When we return, Viv's in your neighborhood. Where are we? It's the home of Three Odd Guys Brewing, as you have real estate continue. Welcome to our house. I mean, you spend more time here than I do, but it is hurricane season. You know our windows are terrible. Yeah. When hurricanes roll through, we actually go to your parents' house because we feel safer there, because you don't feel the wind vibration. Go feel the windows right now. Hit the windows like that. Okay. This is not a window.
No,
that
and
it should
I mean,
ever
there's
be relied
condensation
upon
from just our sprinkler.
But during a storm like that, you wonder why you feel the vibrations. Even when a summer storm rolls through, we feel the vibrations here. That's why Dan Brigman is here today, Renewal by Anderson. Dan, as a man, I want to feel like I have a safe, protected place for my family. And I don't here. I'm not ready for hurricane season because of the windows that we have. What can I do as a family guy to make sure my family's safe during the storm season?
Well, first thing you have to do is you got to do what, you've got to inspect your windows. You've got to know and learn about what you have. And Justin, what you have is not a hurricane window. That's not going to stop anything from coming in this house. If a shingle or a terracotta tile were to blow off in your next door neighbor's house in a windstorm and hit that, and you're sitting at this table, it is not a good day. All right, it is coming through. So what we have to do is we have to get coastal windows in this house, and we have to get them in as soon as we can.
I totally agree. The financing that you have too is fantastic. You make it super easy for me to afford windows in my house.
Yes, we do. Look, we know that no home improvement project is cheap, right? I mean, most of us just don't carry, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 around in our pocket, right? And so what you have to do is you have to make it affordable for our homeowners. And that's just what we do. Through our easy pay plans, we have multiple different ways that we do business. We have 12 months, no interest, 18 months, 24 24 months. We even have 180-month low interest plans. Some of them as low as 5.9. You can't even buy a house.
You can't.
That low.
Not even close. Do you feel? Thank you, Dan, for coming. By the way, do you feel better?
I do.
Are you going to stop yelling at me?
I mean, Dan's here, so Dan's going to save the day. RVA is always going to save the day.
Renewal by Anderson, QR code on the screen right now. Get your family prepared for hurricane season and storm season. Even if the hurricane doesn't come through, the storm season gets scary here in Florida as well. Do it today. Welcome back to the show. Every weekend, Viv goes into your neighborhood. Today, it's a special city to us for a lot of reasons. Viv's in your neighborhood, Apopka.
So we're currently in a location called Field of Fame. Field of Fame has several fields, but most importantly, there's this great amphitheater that is used by the local residents, and there's fireworks and concerts. And then on my left, you have this gorgeous lake, and I'll give you a little bit of the shots of the fields here. So they have soccer, lacrosse, football, baseball. I'm going to interview Angela Deems, who is a resident and business owner locally, and she can tell you why she loves Apopka so much.
For us, it was definitely the home prices. You get a lot more for your money. It was close to my husband's job. You can hop right on the 429, right on the turnpike. It's just really close proximity to everything. And we have some amazing, beautiful national parks here. There's Magnolia Park, which there's miles and miles of lakefront. You can bike, you can walk, you can run. Tons of animals, nature. Photographers come from all over the world there to shoot pictures of nature. And there's also Kelly Springs and Rock Springs, which is a clear spring. You can jump on your inner tube. You can rent one of the clear canoes and do a clear canoe tour. It's just beautiful.
I left Apopka secure in my knowledge that there is affordable housing in Central Florida. Not only is the area known for its outdoor activities because of the surrounding parks like Kelly Park and Rock Springs Ridge, but they're also a farming community. There are fern plantations and orange groves. The median household income is about $95,000. The median home value in 2024 was $415,000. Obviously, the builders agree because there's a ton of new communities popping up in the area. If you enjoyed the tour as much as I did, then please give us a call and we'll help you find your dream home.
Thank you, Viv. We actually have a great listing to show you in Apopka, too. But let's welcome one of our good friends, broker, owner, Alaina Rivera is here. Hi, Alaina. How are you?
Hello.
So before the show today, and again, I'm kind of down in the trenches because I do this show every week. All I do is talk to real estate agents and brokers. And I'm talking to people buying and selling their house, too. So I kind of know, like, real time how people are feeling.
Yeah.
It wasn't feeling great, especially for sellers and especially for listing agents who were selling homes because these listings were staying on the market for so much longer than they had been in the last couple years. You seemed a little more bullish when I first saw you this afternoon. You said you're starting to see a spark, you're starting to see listings move. Is that true?
Yes, absolutely. Some listings that we've had, on average, we're seeing like anywhere from 45 to 60 to 90 days for listings now, but some of the properties that I've had listed since early this year are now going under contract, right? So people are starting to get back out in the market and shop. So that's exciting. I'm like, I don't list homes, I sell homes,
right.
Justin.
So buyers are coming back out of the woodwork right now. Why do you think more buyers are willing now to make offers on properties?
Well, I think they're coming up with creative solutions. We do have the Hometown Heroes, down payment assistance. So I think it's the awareness and knowledge of the resources that are available. The more we're out there, sharing those tools, the more familiar they get with it, but also the interest rates are starting to drop. So that's exciting. I learned a stat that, as long as they go down to low sixes, high fives, that we're expecting 550 million new buyers that are just waiting to be able to purchase a home again.
Wow. Yeah, I think that we're going to have some good numbers ahead for sure. I want to talk to you about you for a second because I'm always fascinated. I talk to realtors, real estate agents all the time. And then we have brokers on the show as well, brokers who have started their own brokerage. How did you decide to make that transition? What are some of the life differences that's created for you when you started your own agency?
Oh my. Well, my passion is to serve. My passion is to educate, with my background being in education. I just wanted to be able to, I guess, inspire and motivate others. And I do so much of it, so other leaders have seen, my skill set and wanting to really motivate others, and help them succeed with their business goals. So it was just something that was in my heart. And the regional owner of Exit Southeast asked me, he's like, Alaina, you need to become an owner. I have the skill set for it. So this is my second brokerage that I've started in the Orlando area, and I'm still standing. But
Yeah.
I really, my biggest thing is I want to coach. I don't want to sell houses at all anymore. I want to really focus on building other agents up. And that's my lifelong goal.
So let's say I'm a real estate agent right now, or even I've already gotten my broker's license, and I come to you and I say, Alaina, I'm thinking about starting my own brokerage. How do you respond?
I would say, I've mentored other brokers throughout their process, but it's really, finding the right fit for you, because every brokerage is different in what they offer and what their values are. But ultimately, it comes down to community and who is your support system and who is your mentor helping you put those pieces together. But I would love to be that mentor, right? So if somebody wanted to start an Exit franchise, there's a lot of other opportunities available in the Central Florida area and across Florida.
Well, I promised this listing of yours in Apopka. And this is a good one. This is a beautiful home. Tell me about Gulf Valley Drive.
Yes, Gulf Valley Drive, 1036 Gulf Valley Drive in Apopka.
That's a big house.
It is, just under 3,700 square feet. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, lots of formal living space. My favorite is that when you walk in, there's beautiful chandeliers, but it's also 30 plus feet ceilings in different rooms. So as you go out throughout the house, it gets a little bit taller. With a lot of natural lighting, great for entertaining, and it sits on a golf course, 14 holes. So that's right out the backyard in the saltwater pool as well. So
I was actually thinking about saltwater pools for some. I swear I thought about this the other day. I know what it was. I was at Marineland. I don't know if you've been to Marineland. It's awesome. With my daughter, we were swimming with the dolphins there.
Nice.
And it was kind of cool swimming in a saltwater. The dolphins are in the saltwater enclosure there. What is a saltwater pool like? Is it worth it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I feel like, you feel more of that sense of peace with the ocean. Being in saltwater, personally, I don't know.
Dallas knows what I'm going to say.
My preference.
I feel peace with the ocean without having sharks.
See, there you go. Saltwater's for you then.
That's what it's all about for me. Amazing stuff. If you'd like to see this property, Alaina would be happy to show it to you. 407-205-0400. Traditionally, the holidays, maybe real estate slows down a little bit. What do you see happening the rest of this year with our real estate market?
I think we're going to pick up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of just the opposite. Slow summer.
Yeah.
Normally summer's a little busier. You think we might have a little bit of...
I strongly believe that, and I feel like maybe for the holidays, people will get that sense of like, I can do this. Instead of spending money on, gifts, unnecessary gifts, put it towards a new home.
Yeah, well, the people around me think the gifts are necessary. That's what they tell me. I'm like, isn't my love enough?
Right. No, it's the home.
I love you.
The home is the greatest
We
gift.
have a wonderful life together. No, I need gifts. You've heard that before. Great to see you, Alaina Rivera. A very quick break. When we return, we'll be back to wrap up this edition of You Have Real Estate. If you own a house, especially in Florida, outdoor living might be the most important place to spend your money when it comes to pavers, when it comes to outdoor kitchens, even indoor golf simulators. There's one place to call, and that's DelaTurf, joined by Ryan Church right now. You do it all, but also the artificial turf for outdoor area. What a transformation that can make for people's homes.
It makes a huge transformation since you're not having to mow grass or water, fertilize, anything like that.
Yeah, pavers outside, especially in the driveway, I think absolutely changes the resale value of homes as well.
100%. It's going to look much better than concrete. You get a nice pattern in it, and there's different colors and sizes.
You can't almost say outdoor living without saying outdoor kitchen. Everybody needs one in Florida. You do outdoor kitchens, including, I believe, pizza ovens.
Yes, we do all of that. It is very custom, so we can put them in many different places, and we can work the design according to the customer specifications.
I also got to check out one of your golf simulators, and I've been a little obsessed with a golf sim lately. A new addition, really, to the DelaTurf family. How is that going for you?
It's going great. Yeah, everyone's really taking a liking to it, so I think it's going to be a big hit.
For someone who doesn't want to pay cash in full up front, I get that. I'm kind of the same way. Some awesome financing housing options available?
Yes, we have several different options available, including 0% for 6 months or 0% for even 25 months, which is huge.
Thank you, Ryan. Always good to see you, buddy. There's a QR code on the screen for you right now. Anything outdoor or even now indoor with your golf sim, there's one place to call. Call Delaturf. I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're in debt and find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com today. Welcome back to the show. We're actually going to go visit her for her birthday next week, but she's here in studio with me right now. Elisha Lopez joins me. Happy birthday almost.
Thank you.
I'm excited to come up to Ocala because it's a different part of Florida. It just feels different than where we're sitting right now in Orlando. Apopka is fantastic. For someone who hasn't been up there lately or someone who hasn't lived there and is thinking about a change, what would you tell them about Apopka and Marion County in general?
Well, I would tell them about Ocala.
Yeah.
Gosh. It's like old Florida. So obviously I'm from Miami, beach girl, city girl, but there's just a charm. Like you're still in Florida, so you get like the sunshine and some palm trees and things like that, but all the rolling hills, and it's just different. There's a lot of land. There's a lot of like the architecture. Everything's different. You feel more like you're in Georgia or maybe Tennessee, something like that, but it's just so charming and definitely more peaceful.
Yeah, totally agree. A lot of people have bought investment real estate down near Disney and the parks and all of that to Airbnb and make money. And also think they bought these investment properties so they can maybe use them with their family occasionally. Almost a hybrid Airbnb some, use it some for enjoyment. But I think people don't understand the Airbnb market in the Ocala area because of the World Equestrian Center and all of the horseback riding stuff that goes on up there. There's really a market for Airbnb type rentals there as well.
Oh, absolutely. And because it's such a rural area, there's not a lot of hotels.
Yeah.
I think they're building a few, but for the amount of people coming to our area and the visitors, tourism, all of those things, there's not enough hotels, especially more like resort style. You know, there's obviously off of I-75 and the Turnpike, like, you know, you can find your little motels and things, but like a nice place to stay with amenities and even room to spread out. We don't have that, so that's why the Airbnb really comes in handy.
Yeah, and you talk about people who are visiting the World Equestrian Center. Because there are not a lot of nice hotels, the 2 hotels they have on site there get super expensive, especially when they have big events, like very expensive at times. So that's why people really are looking to rent Airbnbs. And the market's actually competitive during the horse season up there.
Oh, it is, and you can actually rent a farm. You could rent a Airbnb that has the barn and the stall, like everything that the guests need for the shows and things like that, that they don't have to even rent all that stuff at the equestrian center. Because I mean, it's beautiful, but everybody, you know, has a budget.
Yeah, I paid that tab a few times now. Here's the deal though, if you're looking to invest in real estate, look no further than Ocala. This World Equestrian Center is changing the game up there, and really your investment dollars at an Airbnb up there is going to go a lot further than it will be near Disney World. But you have to know, especially if you live here and you're investing up there, you need to have someone that you trust to advise you on where to look, how much to pay, and where you really want to purchase this investment real estate. And Elisha is here for you. QR code is on the screen right now. She'll start sending you listings as they come live. She'll send you listings that are on the market right now. But maybe more importantly, she'll tell you where the best bang for your buck's going to be, especially when it comes to renting these places on Airbnb, but also long-term rentals as well. A lot of people are buying investment real estate in Ocala for long-term rentals.
Yeah, and I have a property management division, and my property manager, Melissa, she's been on this show.
She's fantastic, by the way.
Isn't she? I mean, she, you know, like I'm good, but she's like, I just like, you can handle that. Because she's just so seasoned, and she loves it. So when you love something, you know, that comes through and you can tell. But she will, like, we get calls all the time, and so she will actually like lay it out for a prospective owner wanting to buy an investment property and show them what the rents would be, because a lot of times their perception of what it is, it's not.
And sometimes handling the rental yourself is not fun. Dealing with tenants isn't always fun at all. Elisha Lopez, thank you so much. QR code on the screen for her right now. Thank you to our amazing guests, a wonderful crew. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.